I want to go to Linda West, one of our InfoWars nightly news reporters, air this here on the radio show. She went out to ask Americans, is America still a free country? Out by the airport, but also downtown Austin. And while in downtown Austin, we only have the footage as the guy walks away. A guy in a business suit says, I'll give you somebody to talk to, because they're out there politely talking about the TSA. And he starts taking photos of them and then calls the police on them. And they were in a hurry to get back to the office because they were going to be on the show. But as they're leaving, bicycle cops and a cop car screech up. And I told them, you should, in hindsight, you should have gone up and said, oh, you want to talk to us? Because that would have been more powerful. But instead, they just drove off. But I mean, is America still a free country? And you got a woman in a business suit and guys in suits out there asking questions professionally, and the cops come in downtown Austin. I mean, it's just crazy what they've trained us to live under. So here is that report.
Hi, this is Linda West reporting with infowars.com. Today we're at the Austin airport, and we're going to be asking people about their feelings about the ever-expanding TSA. In LA, they've passed a new Policy 1, which makes it illegal to videotape or photograph at the airport. But while it's still legal here we are. If they plan to expand the TSA, which they do, and to go into train stations and sporting events, if you have to walk through a TSA and get scanned to go into the mall, would you still want to do that? Do you still think that would be needed?
Probably not. And I recognize terrorism can hit anywhere.
Right.
But I doubt they're going to hit me at Kohl's.
Things like your car being taken, having a picture taken of your car when you go through the toll road. Right. Having that kind of record of where somebody was at some time, I think, is
kind of big brother.
Really starts to impede our freedom.
At what point do you say, I'd rather have my freedom instead of a possible terrorist attack? Or, I mean, for that point, Yellowstone could blow. Or
yeah, it's kind of like, the taxes. Taxes keep increasing every year. I'm a very successful businessman, and each year more comes out of my pocket and less out of other people's pockets. So,
right.
So that's also freedom that's getting taken from me.
Let's just say that I am not 100% trustful of the government.
What are your feelings about the TSA?
Touching children's private parts, that's an abomination to me, and doing it in the name of security and with these fears that are falsely painted in the eyes of the masses in order to basically control this planet, make it into a prison planet.
I don't know about all this TSA stuff. I want to see what it's going to do. Since you asked me.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
I'm more shaky now than I was at first, Come down and looking around, you don't know what's going to happen,
So they're more or less perpetuating fear in us.
Right, that's what it's done to me, yeah.
As we were interviewing people in front of Starbucks, a self-designated citizen spy took it upon himself to call the police on us. They arrived minutes later.
Do you feel safer now that the TSA is there, patting people like you and I down?
No.
You don't feel safer?
No, I don't.
I felt like I was in like a Nazi camp or something. But it's just part of their plan. I already know what it is. It's just, it's the New World Order.
I went out on the street to ask everyday Americans how they felt about our quest for protection in our country. With the never-ending TSA expansion, drones in our skies, and even citizen spies on our streets and the local Starbucks. Despite the fact that we all grew up in America that we proudly hailed as the home of the free and the brave, what I found is that the America we're living in now is the home of the fearful and willingly enslaved. This is Linda West, signing off with InfoWars Nightly News.
Great job, Linda. And again, she did a report, text report last week. She's from L.A. She talked to the police captain, quotes him. He says, we've now passed a new policy. You'll be arrested if you film in public, including the airport. You don't pass a policy. Hey, why don't you say you have a policy that I got to come mow your lawn every Saturday morning? Well, that's what tyranny is. There is no law that you can't film at the airport anywhere. There are laws they can't touch your genitals, but they still do it. They're exercising criminal power over us. And the government runs Al-Qaeda. That's in the news now. So I don't want to hear it anymore. And now they're on the streets of America. Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com.
When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.